the AGN, the AMP, and the DGN. The DGN. Finally, I'm going to address my colleagues, the cast, the crew.
Alright guys, welcome back to my channel once again. Welcome back to Celebrating News TV. Today is your first time of joining me. You're welcome to my channel. Taye decided to break the silence. According to him, he said, let him give an explanation of what happened, because it seems that people are really not really understanding what happened, or a lot actually understood what happened that day because of the CCTV. Remember, I made a video about how he was suspended, and netizens are not really happy about it after seeing the footage of the CCTV, what transpired that particular day. So in this video, he said he's going to sit down and clarify all. Remember, this video is going to be a little bit longer, guys. Just be patient so you can be able to hear from this gentleman. I used to tell people that a house is not being judged one-sidedly. If you want to judge, get this information, so they can be able to know how the whole thing transpired. As for him being suspended, and not only being suspended, his name was not really spelled correctly. A lot really happened. So in this particular phase of this video, I would love you guys to listen to him. Let's hear from him. Yes, from the horse's mouth. Then we'll come back again. This narration will not end here because the video is very lengthy. But let's get it from here started and hear him out before we continue. Thank you, guys.
The DGN. Finally, I'm going to address my colleagues, the cast, the crew, industry stakeholders, and lovers of our dear industry. Now, for the first part, the actual events that occurred between the 11th and the 12th. Before I go on, I need to clear the air on a particular issue. My name is Taye Arimoro. That's Taye-Arimoro, not Taye Ayimoro. I think that is very strange that a disciplinary document would misspell the name of one party. It begs to question. Begs to question the seriousness, begs to question the impartiality, it begs to question the accuracy and the integrity of whatever process they went through. Now, let's address the issue. I want to state clearly, factually, and categorically that your claims in that statement is completely and utterly, extremely inaccurate. All the things you said I did not do them. And if you watched my Instagram live videos and you saw the CCTV footage, you would be able to find that out, even without me speaking. But now you have released your statement. So let's address it one by one. First of all, you mentioned that I was the primary aggressor. I really want to understand how you came to that conclusion. Because everyone who's seen the live videos and CCTV footage, you literally can see that at no point did I initiate any confrontation towards anybody. No point. But you went ahead and you released a statement on the matter. The videos speak for themselves. I want to go through the events one after the other. Now, sometime in August, one Peggy, who I did not know before she contacted me, to be honest, sent me a message saying, my name is Peggy and I would like to employ you for 2 jobs. The first was going to be shot between the 27th of October to the 31st of October. We filmed that. The second was to be filmed between the 7th of November till the 11th of November. Now, this is where issues start to arise. We filmed the first day, which was the 7th. We filmed the second day, which was the 8th. We filmed the third day, which was the 9th. The fourth day, we filmed into the night, which was, I think we wrapped at about almost to 1 in the morning. I drove myself to my hotel. I drove myself to my friend's house, which was very close to the apartment. And in the morning of the 11th, I woke up in the morning, I took a bath, and then I sent a message to the PM, look, Obayi. My first message to him was, how far? What is the call time? What is the filming schedule for the day? To which he responded, 9 a.m. is the call time. The schedule I don't have yet because my computer is not functioning properly. And I said, okay. Now, at 9:35, we got on a call, myself and Luke Obayi, and I asked him, is Peggy on set yet or not? So I said to him, when Peggy gets there, call me. I'm 5 minutes away from the location. Actually, 4 minutes, but let's approximate it. Now, at 10:20, Luke calls me again. Luke Obai calls me again, and he says, Peggy's around. At the same time, while I was on that call, Peggy calls me, and I'm guessing it's to tell me that she was around. Immediately, I start to pack up my things, and I'm heading to set. At 10:35, Luke calls me again, and I say to him, I'm just at the estate gate, and driving to the house. Now, the estate is Lakeview Park 2 Estate, and the street is Road 7B. Between the estate gate and Road 7B is about 3 minutes maximum. By 10:38, 10:39, I was already on set. First thing I did was to get into costume, come straight down, and I wanted to sit down for a promotional content for this film. Something that I created and shared with them. They love the idea, of course, but I did not find the time to record with them. So I was fresh, it was a new day. Let me use that enthusiasm and energy to do this content so that while they're setting up outside, once they're done setting up, I leave there and go straight there. While I sit down, before I'm able to utter my first words, Peggy yells my name and says to come out to film. I get up from there, go outside to go film. We must have waited another 20, 25 minutes while they were setting up. We filmed, we got about our day professionally. Everybody, was doing what they wanted to do. I was focused on making sure that, I filmed. And throughout the day, I must have asked about 5 to 6 times. I asked the continuity officer, E-filmer, and I asked the PM, Luke Obai, for the schedule for the day, the filming schedule for the day. For some reason, they refused to give it to me. Now, at 7 p.m., I was inside. We had filmed a number of scenes, and I was inside the changing room, my waiting room, when I'm hearing loud music coming all the way from downstairs. I'm wondering, what is this loud music and where is it coming from? I'm hearing people singing and shouting and talking and gisting, whatever it is. And peeped out. Now, my waiting room was on the first floor. There was the second floor, which was set, and then the ground floor, which was the living room area. That was where the DJ was set up. By the time I opened the room, I just looked downstairs and I saw a DJ. I saw some party packs or whatever, by the side of the DJ. And so I called Ifoma first. And I said, Ifoma, what is the delay for? Everyone is singing, dancing, chilling, taking their sweet time to set up scenes. It's getting late. I need to be somewhere at 10 a.m. tomorrow. My agreement with the producer ends tonight, 11:59. But I'm leaving at 10:30, 11, because left to me, I would have completed my 12 hours of shooting for the day. She said, okay, she'll let her team know and they will move faster. I then called the PM, Luke Obai, and I said to him, bro, can you tell your people to move faster? Because one, I don't know how many scenes we have left because you people have refused to give me the schedule for the day. And two, I'm leaving at 11, latest. I need to be out of here because I need to go back to my house on the mainland, unpack my box that I had packed for 5 days for this project, put in fresh clothes for the next 4 days. He said to me he would do all he can to be fast. I said, tell your team members all the delays and whatnot, it would be nice to reduce it and not have any delays. He said, yes, no problem. At 10, I realized that we could not, They said they had 3 more scenes to shoot on the topmost floor, which was like my character's bedroom. And I said to him, I called him again and I said, you know what? I'm moving my call time to 12 and not a minute more. Not 1 minute past 12. Because I'm sleepy, I'm tired. I need to go home, unpack, pack a fresh box, and come back to the island. When am I going to sleep? How am I going to be useful for the work that I had to do at 10 a.m. the next day? And he assured me that they would do everything in their power to be fast. I said, okay. We went upstairs, started filming. This was about 10 something. We filmed all 3 scenes or 4 scenes upstairs, in the room upstairs, and everybody came back downstairs. I must have been the last person to leave that room. Before I know it, I'm about to come to the first floor where my waiting room is, and I'm hearing from downstairs, you guys should go and prepare for the last 3 scenes, oh! And I'm looking, at this time it's 11:56. I'm thinking, nobody has come to say anything to me, so maybe I'm not in those 3 scenes. Anyway, I come downstairs, I made a Snapchat video, which is like something I do randomly. I made a Snapchat video And I posted it on my Snapchat, almost like, oh, what's like sex life and what's not, type of thing. Then I sent that same video to my management and I let them know that, I was rounding up for the day and, I would be home soon because they always want progress reports. At 12 o'clock, I entered into the waiting room. I packed up my stuff and I come downstairs to the ground floor. I walk through the front door and I'm going to my car. By the time I get to my car, I open the back door, drop my stuff, my bags, drop it there, my lunchbox and, my computer, the bag that has my computer and my tabs and my headphones and just gadgets generally. Put it in my back seat. And as I'm about to shut the door, the front door, Luke runs out and he's trying to get my attention. So I left the door ajar to have a conversation with him. I knew why he was coming. He was coming to plead. So when he got there, I said to him, "Look, I'm so sorry, but I told you what time I had to go. Like now it's even out of my hands because the last 2 scenes we filmed, I did them very sleepily. I'm tired. I'm going all the way to the mainland. I cannot sleep and drive. If anything, from Orchid to my house it's almost 2 hours. So I said, unfortunately, it cannot work. We have to look for another day or look for another time. But as it stands now, I'm going home and there's nothing that will stop me." Before I know it, I'm about to shut my door after I say that to him. Then he pulls the door. I first think it was a joke. To be honest, I was all of this started off almost like it started off with a good understanding. You came to plead for more time. I said no. Okay, I'm ready to go. And he holds my door and says, "I need to go inside to go and speak to his producer." And I said, "I'm sorry. Look, I'm not going to speak to your producer because you had 3 more scenes and nobody walked up to me to say, 'Oh, Taye, we have 3 more scenes. We know that you have to leave at 12, but can you give us so and so time?'" What happened instead was that you guys completely disregarded me and did not have any courtesy to respect the fact that I needed to do something else in the morning and I'm a human being that needs to rest. So I'm not going to see your producer because your producer does not think I'm important enough to let me know that I'll be shooting past our agreed date. Next thing, once I say that I'm inside my car, I'm not even listening to anything anymore. I'm just like, okay, I want to drive. So I'm like, okay, maybe if I drive forward a bit, he's going to let go of my door because he has refused to let go of my door. I move forward a bit, and the next thing this guy will do is he jumps. Remember, my door is left ajar. He jumps in between that space, puts his leg in my car, hangs onto the shoulder of the door, and holds it from inside, almost like a downfall bus conductor.
Now, wow, you see the reason why I say it's not good to judge house one-sidedly. This is his narration, and this is not just all. I don't want this video to be that lengthy. That is why I say let me bring it batch by batch so that we can be able to hear from this gentleman. Yes, some people are saying that this happened, the other one happened. Have you heard about this part of the story of what happened? No. Anyway, we're gonna get there. For now, I'm going to end this one here. I'm coming back again to give you the completion of this particular video. But before you leave, what is your thought? What is your opinion towards this? Let me see your comment via the comment section. Once again, thank you and God bless you for watching.